Hey guys, what's going on? It's Zumio here. Before I get into the PvP quick tips, I just wanted to make a little announcement. I've gone and made a Patreon page for my channel. Now if you aren't aware of what Patreon is, it's basically a website that allows you, the viewer, to sponsor me and get rewards and cool stuff. As you may well know, I work full time, so it's sometimes hard for me to make time for my videos when I could be working overtime and putting food on my table. Literally, if everyone that watched this video pledged $1, then I'd be able to dedicate so much more time and effort to my channel, because I do miss making guides and helping everyone be better hunters and WoW players in general. So basically what I'm saying is, if you'd like to become my patron, and honestly it means so much to me, then please visit patreon.com/Zumio. The link's in the description. Cheers guys. Moving on to why you're here, the PvP quick secret tips. What these are is they're really 5 of my little tricks to give you an extra edge in PvP. They aren't going to completely change up your game, but they help me out and hopefully it's the same for you. So number 1 is parachute. Those of you that played before MOP will remember when we used to use the engineering tinker flex weave underlay to give us a small parachute on our cloak. Ever since MOP, Goblin Glider has been the way to go, but what no one seemed to realise is that in Warlords of Draenor you can now make a Goblin Glider as an item that sits in your bags, meaning that you don't really need to have it on your cloak at all. Put Flex Weave Underlay back on your cloak and get a longer disengage distance. This ties in beautifully with how the post haste talent now works, as the sprint only actually activates when you hit the ground after you're disengaged, so if you float a little bit longer distance you can shave a few seconds off the disengage cooldown without actually wasting the sprint. Number 2, Thrill of the Hunt and Careful Aim and Enhanced Aim Shot. If you're playing marksmanship, which you really should be as it's the best hunter spec right now, you might be wondering whether Thrill of the Hunt or Steady Focus is the best tier 4 talent for PvP. Well, I'm going to tell you why it's 100% Thrill of the Hunt. As per the tooltip, it reduces your aim shot focus cost by 20, giving you a 30 focus cost on your aim shot when it procs. However, this ties in really nicely with a marksmanship passive called Enhanced Aim Shot. Every time your aim shot crits, you get 20 focus, meaning a Thrill of the Hunt procced aim shot that actually crits essentially costs 10 focus. You're probably thinking that's very situational, but it's actually not, because of a third marksmanship passive called Careful Aim. When a target's above 80% health or you have rapid fire up, your aim shot has an 80% increased chance to crit, and coupled with the crit you get from your gear, you're looking at nearly 100% chance to crit when you have rapid fire up. So you can essentially cast aim shot for 10 focus during rapid fire, and plus the fact that they cast really fast, it makes for some amazing burst even when you're a little starved on focus. Number 3, Aspect of the Fox for dismissing and reviving pets. Aspect of the Fox doesn't have a huge amount of uses for Hunter, given that pretty much all our abilities now cast on the move, but did you know you can actually dismiss and revive your pet with it up whilst moving? And if this wasn't enough, you can even mount while moving when using the aspect, but to be honest with you, I don't think this is intended, so I reckon it's going to be fixed quite soon. Make use of it while you can. Number 4, Aspect of the Cheetah glyph. So our damage aspect of the Hawk, was removed in Warlords of Draenor, which means that everyone should be taking this glyph, Aspect of the Cheetah. It used to put all aspects on a 6-second cooldown if you got hit with Cheetah up, which was a DPS loss, but now the only aspect that's going to be put on this 6-second cooldown is Aspect of the Fox, which doesn't really matter, so there's almost no penalty anymore. Use it as a quick 30% sprint when you're in a deterrence or just after you've disengaged for some extra distance. Lastly, I want to give you a quick hint about your garrison. I'm talking about work orders at the Gladiator Sanctum. If you're a dedicated PvPer, you should already have the Gladiator Sanctum at your garrison, and the work order there is to turn in 10 broken bones, which you get from killing enemy players in Draenor, and the work orders generate gold, honour and a chance at the blue honour PvP gear. But did you know that actually this honour gear that you can get from the work order can actually be warforged, meaning that it has a higher item level and better stats? Both of my trinkets drop from this work order, and they're both warforged, so I think it's one of the best ways to get the top level PvP gear before the season even starts. That's pretty much it for now guys, hopefully you found these tips helpful, and if you do have the chance, please check out my Patreon page. I'll see you in the next video. Zumio out.